Hello everyone, it's me Boris, and in this video I'm going to give you an update on what's going on with the US, what's going on with the weather, what's to come, and I mean, here we are in spring, so definitely some stuff to talk about, but at the same time we're ending off an active period of weather, so here we go. So yeah, sorry, as I was saying, we are ending off an active period of weather, and we're kind of quieting down. We had some pretty big severe risks, especially down here in the deep south. Um, deep south. Sorry, this is being very laggy. Deep south, as well as over here in the west, we had some severe weather. We had a high risk down here, but it kind of busted, I would say. Wasn't as crazy. And over here in the west, we had kind of an enhanced risk. That did do pretty good, definitely reach enhanced levels. So now after that happened just this past weekend. Now it looks pretty active, honestly. You got red flag warnings all in this pink, which is all fire warnings. Here you got extreme fire dangers and uh, like drought-like issuances. In the blue, you got winter storm watches, winter storm advisories and warnings in the purple and pinks, and then these are high wind watches and warnings in this kind of like sandy color. So fire is definitely a possibility as we'll have sun and windy conditions with our next system coming through and definitely bringing some type of winter weather through here and over here in the Rockies. Sorry, my pen is acting up a little, so we'll have to worry about that. We'll have to deal with that for this video. Um, Now let's run you through the next 384 hours, so probably through the rest of March or through the end of March. So there's your severe system that brought that big severe risk. That's out. Here's your next system. Gonna be a stripe of snow. It's not gonna last long. However, it's gonna be very heavy snow, so it's gonna accumulate fast, and therefore winter storm watches are possible. Now, something that GFS has been hinting at is that once it makes its way to the east, this will be Thursday, around Thursday night into Friday. You have the low coming off, and you have cold air catching up very fast with this. What this would do is bring a stripe of heavy snow through New York and into eastern Pennsylvania. Now, will it reach areas such as like Philly, maybe Baltimore, maybe DC? Possibly. But I mean, this would be a type of anafront, and anafronts don't typically work out in those areas. So we'll see. New York City could get a chance at it though, and same with Boston. But it's gonna be close. GFS is the only model that's really bullish with snow anywhere from Philly on north and east, maybe for Baltimore and DC, especially New York City to Boston. There's a chance, but that's if cold air catches up very fast, and that is still something that we'll need to watch out for. But after that, we kind of get a little break, little pieces of energy here. Then it gets uncertain, but GFS likes a colder pattern starting to settle back in, where we get wintry weather towards the north and east again, kind of snow, ice mixes to rain. And then you can see that as we continue. It does stay active, but at break times you have these quieter periods. So overall, it looks like spring, but does look like some colder air is going to eventually try to get into the east. And that's where we'll have to watch for some type of wintry weather. If I had to favor an area right now, I would say right in here. I'd say right in here is your best chance, okay? Probably even inside, like right here. Okay, interior ski resorts definitely have a chance. Outside of that, it's a little more questionable. Now, taking a look at patterns along with this active weather, we'll use the European. So here is your severe system going out. There's your system bringing snow, bringing a deep digging trough, and depending if this trough goes negative, and if it catches up with the system, you could have some snows breaking out, but again, that's something we'll have to see later on. After that, you got another trough, okay, kind of just trough by trough with moderation periods such as there. Then you got another trough. This looks to establish for a few days, almost 4 or 5 days, and then we see a moderation period. Excuse me. Spring is obviously pretty classic of the southeast ridge, and you have that right here. So I do expect this to return sometime later in spring because we haven't seen that much. We haven't seen it much this spring so far. I mean, we're only few weeks in the spring, but I do think it's going to make a return, especially as we get later into March into April. And then Southwest will also have another ridge, so could be just warm and maybe cooler temperatures at the extreme northern tier. So let's see what the Climate Prediction Center says. This thumbnail showed the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. Let's show the 8 to 14 day. Go a little farther in. Above average temperatures for the west and below for the east, and that's very reflective on the model guidance, with confidence being relatively low as we'll have lots of moderation periods. Who knows how that southeast ridge will be acting like? So some question marks. But besides that, that's what temperature looks like. So overall warm west, cooler, normal, temperate east. Now precipitation wise, drier in the southern tier, wetter in the northern tier. So pretty closer and then near normal in between. So that's about it. I mean, obviously the above average precipitation is associated with the storms, and we see most of the storms developing and staying more north because here's why. You got, since we're in spring, we're obviously starting to warm up, so you have that warmer air transport getting up north, okay, and it's obviously now that spring, that colder air is going to be more confined to the north. That means that these storms obviously form once warm and cold air have some type of interaction. And so you have them way up here, therefore you have precipitation staying in the northern tier. In winter, we had more colder air, obviously, and so the storms were able to clash with colder air, at lower latitudes and cause storms closer to the south. So that could be one of the reasons why precipitation is happening like that, just a common physics factor. So besides that, that's about it. Just a quick little video giving you an update on the weather. And daily schedule of uploading is going to be hard for me. I mean, school has just been so busy. Words can't explain it. So I'm going to keep trying my best. For now, I'm going to try to stick to an every other day schedule. So today's Monday. I'm going to try Wednesday, then Friday. And then if it's suiting me well, I'll see if I can up the days. But for now, expect that to be the schedule. Have a great rest of your day. And stay safe out there.